Continuing to line in well, Cousin Nina, the one holding up the start at the moment. She's riderless, and a number of barrier attendants lending assistance, and she's starting to move up into the stalls now and locked away. Rosebird to move in with Secrets and Lies and Choose the Blues. No scratchings in the first. Track in good order. Rail true, 4.83 the penetrometer reading. Had 7.2 millimetres of rain for the week, just 1.2 falling overnight. Track in good order. First time we've raced here since the middle of January. Now moving up into the line next will be Secrets and Lies. And they're nearly ready. Choose the Blues to take the outside barrier. And Sunday racing will be underway. Moves in. So the field set. Carmenesque favourite, Love's Choice, well tried. Gates back and missing the start, Tempted Lady by a couple of lengths, and one of the first to bounce out, Winged Hope. Secrets and Lies goes up with a Carmenesque settling third on the outside of Cousin Nina. One Rosebird in fifth placing, and then came getting up on the inside, Love's Choice, followed by Kilkenny Bay. Then Choose the Blues outside, Tempted Lady. Now Secrets and Lies heading to the 1,000-metre mark is working to the lead, and Secrets and Lies a length to Winged Hope, moving up to third on the outside, Rosebird. Carmenesque a length and a half away fourth. Cousin Nina 3/4 back the rail, and then Love's Choice a length and a half away from Kilkenny Bay. Tempted Lady on the rail and Choose the Blues last of all. At the turn at the 800 metres, haven't gone particularly hard. Secrets and Lies 3/4 on Winged Hope with the rail. Wonder Rosebird a length and a half to Carmenesque, and about a length away then came Kilkenny Bay the outside. From Love's Choice, and then came Cousin Nina losing a bit of ground on the inside. Choose the Blues second last, and Tempted Lady last when they corner. 500 to go, and Secrets and Lies 3/4 in front of Winged Hope, who rails through and joins her at the top of the straight now. They're followed by Rosebird, and just behind these is Love's Choice getting into the clear, and Carmenesque is coming with its run quickly on the outside. Kilkenny Bay is coming down the extreme outside from Choose the Blues. Carmenesque is closing on the leaders, races to the front now. Love's Choice is trying to reach Carmenesque. Winged Hope and Secrets and Lies battling on. Carmenesque the leader. Love's Choice is rallying on the inside. Carmenesque though, Carmenesque wins it a long neck to Love's Choice. Winged Hope 2 lengths away, held third, I'd say. There's a few in it with her on the outside there. Choose the Blues ran on well, and so too Kilkenny Bay from Secrets and Lies. Then Tempted Lady, Rosebird, and Cousin Nina dropped out to finish last of all. Stand by for numbers in the first. Carmenesque holding out Love's Choice. 1:26.3 the time. Now one's got it. Number 1 in the frame, Carmenesque, Aaron Spiteri first. Second to number 3, Love's Choice, and Winged Hope on the rails has got third, number 4. Official placings in the first. Mel Namuka ready.
133, second Love's Choice, 140, third for Winged Hope, 160.
Now Street Cadet, the last to move into the stalls over on the outside, started on top of the platform. And just Street Cadet to come along, favourite Miss Harndorf, 3:10. And they're all set. So ready for the second take. Light blinking away again in the 1,000 metres. And now they're racing. Bira missed the start by about 2 lengths. Miss Harndorf began well. Solid Wood shaken up out of the barriers to go forward. Mel Namuka showing pace, and Planetoid not far away from them, nor is Just Nelson as Street Cadet eases over from the outside barrier. Woad is well back with Free Trader and Bira settling, and Solid Wood got up on the inside and led from Mel Namuka. In between them third is Miss Harndorf, a length away to Planetoid, Captain Cortez the rail. Then Just Nelson over on the outside, and they've broken about 4 to Free Trader, Woad, Street Cadet and Bira last cornering. Solid Wood first round the home turn, kicked out by about a length and a half or 2 on Miss Harndorf. Captain Cortez over on the inside. Mel Namuka's had enough. Planetoid battling fourth, and then came Just Nelson over on the outside at the 200, and Miss Harndorf went up and took the lead over Solid Wood. Captain Cortez in third, placing a gap to Bira. Miss Harndorf in front of Solid Wood. Captain Cortez, Bira rocketing home. Miss Harndorf is stopping. Bira's flashing through. He's going to get there. Yes, Bira's got up and won it on the inside, I'd say, from Miss Harndorf. Photo third there as well, Captain Cortez and Solid Wood. Free Trader's made up some ground on the outside, and so too Planetoid. Then Just Nelson. In behind those to finish in the race at the head of the other horses was Woad with Street Cadet and Mel Namuka. Another amazing run. What an enigma this horse is. He's done this before. It's only about 3 or 4 to come along into the line over in the 1,000 metres shoot. Threadbare still away, and so is El Ticino. Look for Venus stood in well. Just the last couple to come in. Zephyr Dream on the move behind the line in company with Threadbare. Now they've got Miss McCartney locked away on the number 2 stall riderless. Zephyr Dream coming up into the line, has the pacifiers on. Threadbare to come in and complete the lineup now. As El Tocino in red and green colours moves in. Zephyr Dream with an attendant inclined to lift a little. Now the line taking good shape, although Zephyr Dream again inclined to rear into the air. Starter has them. About to break. Now they go. Zephyr Dream jumped okay. So did Rosny and Golden Express out quickly. El Tocino jumped away fast. Miss McCartney getting back behind them in the early part and coming down to the 800 metres now. Going out quickly. Golden Express to lead. Rosny on her outside. Waterside Lass pushes up on the inside to join them. Zephyr Dream settling down fourth between horses. Threadbare on her inside. Followed by El Tocino. Look for Venus. A break then of about 3 lengths to Miss McCartney. Behind her is Rambling Rose, Metal Ice and Coy Cowgirl. Waterside Lass trying to get up on the inside of Golden Express. They both swing a bit wide as they come into the straight. Threadbare can get up on the inside of them, so too El Tocino. Rosny on the outside, followed then by Zephyr Dream and Look for Venus. Threadbare with the aid of the inside hit the lead under the whip. Here's Miss McCartney. She's come from well back. She's burst through at the 200. Zephyr Dream throwing out her challenge. Metal Ice with a late run. Miss McCartney the leader. Zephyr Dream trying hard. It's Miss McCartney pulling out plenty though. Miss McCartney a length to Zephyr Dream and ahead to Metal Ice third. Then came El Tocino, Rambling Rose, Coy Cowgirl out wide, Threadbare weakening in the run home, followed by Rosny and Golden Express towards the end as Waterside Lass back there in company with Look for Venus. Having a first start here, number 8, Miss McCartney, Eddie Wilkinson first into the line. Here's Wellington Field. Now Speak French comes up in the line. Graceful Emma about to join them and Dame Portia will then be the last to move in. Now Dame Portia had gone in and now only Lisa's Game is to move in over at the 1400 metres. Lights been switched on. Into the line. And the first leg of the quaddie about to go. All set now. Ready to break now at the 1400 metres. They're set and away they go. Varique, one of the first to bounce out of the stalls from Speak French. Wellington Dreamer jumped okay, settling in the middle of the field now as they sort themselves out. Speak French running to the lead over a length in front of Aberdeen Rose, Varique and Awestruck on the outside. Just behind them, pushing up into about 5th placing, came Final Draw, followed by Miss Ella. Wellington Dreamer outside her. Then came Aqua Centauri, travelling about 3 to 4 wide. Lisa's Game getting up on the rails in about the middle of the field past the 1,000 metre mark. 2 lengths to Dame Portia, winning as best, who's a good way back over on the inside rail. They're being followed by Ballymaloe on the outside of those. Graceful Emma in that bunch, and 2 or 3 lengths to Miss Lardidar off the back now. And Speak French, the leader, a length and a half up on Aqua Centauri, had gone up to second. Varique is 2 lengths away third. They're followed by Awestruck going fourth around the outside of Aberdeen Rose. Final Draw in the centre, 1 to Wellington Dreamer. A length Lisa's Game on the inside, followed by Miss Ella when they corner. Then Graceful Emma out wide. Dame Portia winning as best, a good way back. Miss Lardidar eases to the outside and Ballymaloe last cornering. Speak French the leader at the 300 metres. Varique is the first to come after it now. They're followed by Aqua Centauri, Aberdeen Rose, Wellington Dreamer under the whip down the outside with Final Draw. Speak French at the 200, a length in front. Here's Wellington Dreamer now. Wellington Dreamer's gone past. Varique is chasing the leader. Wellington Dreamer's hit the front now. Graceful Emma with a late run, but Wellington Dreamer's drawn clear and Wellington Dreamer wins it 2 lengths to Graceful Emma or Miss Ella in a photo for the miners. Not much between that pair in front of Varique, who just weakened the last bit. Speak French next, and they were trailed by Winning as Best. Back behind them was Lisa's Game. Miss Lardidar out wide from Awestruck. Final Draw didn't go on from Aberdeen Rose. They were trailed by Aqua Centauri, a good way back Dame Portia, and Ballymaloe was last in. Now, Sir Linford's gone up into the line. Here's Lambarder Boy coming up. Just about ready to go. All set, 1400. Gates are back, they're off and racing now. And Top Walk a bit slow. Power Note gets back early, and My Bodyguard first to bounce out ahead of Lambarder Boy. Hunza Court, Lord Heathcliff jump well, easing back. El Cordobies and Apparatus going forward, and then Sober Suit hunting up on the inside. 2 lengths to Navajo Boy. Sir Linford, Shearer Claude getting through on the rails ahead of those, and they're followed a length and a half to Buck Henry. Over on the outside then at the head of the other horses is Southridge, and about a half a length away to Gold Time, Cotton Hall, Power Note. Well back as Palace Prince coming off the back straight, and Top Walk last of all at the 800 metres, and Hunza Court had gone through and led by a length to Bodyguard, 2 lengths to Sober Suit. El Cordobies a neck away fourth the outside, 2 lengths Lord Heathcliff, Lambarder Boy, Shearer Claude on the inside of those, 2 lengths, a length and a half further back in the field. Then came Sir Linford going up around Navajo Boy, Apparatus, and then Buck Henry. Southridge a length to Gold Time, 2 to Power Note. Palace Prince a good way back, cornering from Cotton Hall, and Top Walk into the straight now, and Hunza Court straightened up about 2.5 in front of My Bodyguard. Another 3 to 4 lengths Lambarder Boy, El Cordobies, Lord Heathcliff on the inside. Then came Buck Henry unwinding a bit of a run with Sir Linford, and then Navajo Boy. Hunza Court at the 200 is being tackled by My Bodyguard, 4 lengths Sir Linford. Here's Southridge coming now. Sir Linford after My Bodyguard, who burst to the lead. It's My Bodyguard more than a length in front of Southridge. My Bodyguard 1.5 lengths Southridge. Sir Linford third, and then Hunza Court. They were followed by Cotton Hall, who ran on well from Top Walk, and then Palace Prince, Gold Time, Lambarder Boy. Just behind them then was Buck Henry and Shearer Claude. They were followed by Power Note. Next to finish was Navajo Boy, followed by El Cordobies, who's finished a long way back. So too Sober Suit, Apparatus, and Lord Heathcliff has finished towards the tail end.
It's a jump mark. It's a Riley Quinella, number 13.
My Bodyguard, number... Now they're working here on a riderless one. That's Forever Bold to move in, and Plumman is still away. Now Forever Bold locked away. Plumman to come forward. Now Plumman goes in and they're all set. Ready to break now. Just an attendant climbing out of the way. Idle Pirate stood well. All ready now. Set to break, 1300 the journey for the 6th event of the day. Starter has them, now they're set and away they go. And a good start, Benesto towards the end when the starter said go. Timed as first out from French Clock, Awesome Rule. Glory Boy hunting up, and Plumman wants to be a part of the front running action too when they settle into stride. Plumman goes through and takes it up about a half in front of Time. Glory Boy the outside, French Clock is fourth. One further back, Nick A. Dow, and then Della Vista out wide from Idle Pirate. Awesome Rule getting up on the inside, followed by Forever Bold. One Radiant Raj around the outside goes Streak, followed then by Top Star and Neck Benesto. 1.5 back behind those horses then is True Response, and a good way back is another Neptune. Hibernate a long way from them from Make a Scene, and Super Sun dropped out to last from the outside barrier at the 600. Glory Boy moved up and joined Plumman a length and a half to French Clock. Timed over on the inside from Nick Idow, and whipping around the outside then Idle Pirate when they came to the home turn. Benesto's got onto his back, carting him into the race. Into the straight, Plumman again shook off that challenge and led by 2 lengths to French Clock. Then Glory Boy on the outside, who's battling away, followed now by Awesome Rule getting a run through. Benesto's a good way back, he can't win it from there. At the 200 metres, Plumman tackled by Awesome Rule, and here's Streak. Streak is coming with another Neptune and Make a Scene. Awesome Rule tackled by Streak and Make a Scene. Awesome Rule, Streak, Make a Scene, a 3-way go. Oh, this is close between them here. Streak in the middle. Perhaps from Make a Scene the outside, and Awesome Rule back on the fence. They were clear of Hibernate, another Neptune, Plumman, Top Star made some ground, then Benesto. French Clock followed by Radiant Raj. Next Forever Bold and Della Vista. Then came Nick Adow, Idle Pirate, True Response. Fairway back in the field is at the head of the others, Top Star, Time, Super Sun. Another Neptune pulling up quickly with those, and Glory Boy one of the last over the line. Well, this is a 3-way go here. Not much in there. Who's moving up into a middle gate now, takes its place in the stalls. So they're all set to go. Open the hatch, drawn down in gate number 2, the favourite in a wide betting race. It's about 4's the field, and they're set. Usurper Arden Street stood in well near the outside. Gates are back, away they go now. Bow Ties ran in and hampered Ocean Bird right at the start. Opened the hatch out quickly with Power Ascent. Chicago O'Brien dropping in behind them. Going forward as Bow Ties when they settle into stride now. Open the hatch led from Bow Ties second. Space Regent and River Piava going up quickly on the outside. Clear of Power Ascent, and then came Royal Chevron. A length and a half to Ocean Bird outside Chicago O'Brien, and then Arden Street. One away Usurper, who's getting a good way back on the inside of Trelawn, and then 2 lengths to Suave Way. He's being followed by Davenport Tristan. Lance's mate whipped the field in as River Piave went round them and took the lead. So they head into the back with River Piave in front at the 1600. 2 lengths to open the hatch. A neck away on the outside, Bow Ties, who's gone up to get into second placing clearly now. 1.5 Parlicent, who's on the inside of Royal Chevron, and Space Regent is travelling 3 wide when they go into the back straight. 1 away to Ocean Bird. A length and a half Chicago O'Brien. Half to Arden Street. 1.5 Trelawn. 3/4 Suave Way. 1 Usurper. 3/4 away Davenport Tristan. Lance's mate on the outside last of all. River Piave dictates the terms at the 1200 metres down the back. A length and a half up on Bow Ties. Open the hatch is having a lovely run on the inside third, followed by Royal Chevron. On the outside, Space Regent. 1 away to Ocean Bird outside Parlicent. Chicago O'Brien middle of the field on the rail from Arden Street. A length and a half away in the field, then Trelawn on the inside of Suave Way, spotting the lead at 10. Another 1.5 to Lance's mate going up outside Usurper and Davenport Trish now last of all. At the turn at the 800, and River Piave in front, 2 lengths up. Running second, Bow Ties. Open the hatch third, Space Regent. 1 away fourth, creeping a bit closer from Powder Scent and Royal Chevron. Ocean Bird to the outside from Chicago O'Brien, Arden Street. Suave Way creeping a little closer to the leaders, followed by Trelawn, Davenport, Triss, Usurper last on the inside, and Lance's mate when they corner, and River Piave is being hotly pressed by Bow Ties. Bow Ties in the centre's gone up to River Piave. Space Regent's running on. Open the hatches into the clear, and he's hard ridden at the moment. Down the outside is Ocean Bird coming with a fair run at the 200 now, and Bow Ties joined by Space Regent. River Piave gone. Chicago O'Brien's worked into the clear. Chicago O'Brien and Ocean Bird with Suave Way now. Suave Way, Ocean Bird, Chicago O'Brien. They're coming down to the line. Ocean Bird going home the better beat. Chicago O'Brien and Suave Way. Just behind them, Davenport Triss making ground from Arden Street. Then Open the Hatch, Trelawn and Parlicent, followed by Space Regent. Bow Ties weakening. Back behind them was River Piave. Back towards the end is Usurper. One of the last over the line was Lance's mate in company with Royal Chevron.
Number 10, Ocean Bird, $893. Second to Chicago.
She's set, and we await only Golden Form and Playful Bell, who's locked away now. Now Golden Form comes up and completes the line. So they're all set. Baby Boomer's been heavily supported on the inside. They're away. She jumped well with them. Away quickly also is Golden Form. Zakynthos Girl out fast. Baby Boomer pushing up on the inside though. And Baby Boomer's going to lead Golden Form, who's still pressing on to make a race of it early. Settling in behind them, Amadi Zaklar and then Nanushka. So Child's Ease is on the favourite and lets that front runner go to the lead now. Settling back fifth, Bunglung over on the inside is Zakynthos Girl. About 3 lengths to Belldale Blues. 2 lengths further back in the field is Lady Baton Dance and Jindy. Over on the inside, Heart Sparks, a length and a half to Balustrade, Playful Bell. Back behind her is Peppered, and the last of all is Auntie Pearl. Off the back, Golden Form about a neck in front. The favourite Baby Boomer on the inside rail is second. Amadi Zaklar is third. 1 Nanushka Bunglung. On the outside, Belldale Blues, and they're followed 2 lengths back in the field by Zakynthos Girl. Then Lady Baton travelling 3 wide around Dance and Jindy, Heart Sparks, Playful Bell. As they corner well back as Balustrade, Auntie Pearl pulled to the outside and Peppered in the straight now. Baby Boomer in the centre. Gee, she's worked here. On the outside is Golden Form, and Bunglung has burst up along the inside to challenge them now. Bunglung raced up to go to the lead over Baby Boomer. Zakynthos Girl is running home doggedly on the outside. It's Bunglung the leader. Zakynthos Girl coming after it. It's Zakynthos Girl taking the lead now from Bunglung. She's drawn a length in front, and Zakynthos Girl is going down to win a length and a half to Bunglung. Lady Baton flashed up and grabbed third from Baby Boomer, who had no rest. Then Auntie Pearl, and they're followed out wider on the track by Playful Bell running home okay. In behind them was Nanushka and Peppered, followed then by Dance Chance and Jindy. Back behind them was Heart Sparks, followed further back by Belldale Blues. Golden Form, who caused all the trouble to the favourite, weakening towards the end. Balustrade, one of the last, in company with the Marty's Eclat.
Number 6, the Kinthos Girl, had some late specking on track and has returned to...
Number 6, the Kinthos Girl, takes out the last. Number 6 in the time of 1:20.1. Now numbers going into the frame, official 6:13 and 15. 6:13 and 15. And the last for the day is the Kinthos Girl, ridden by Peter Hutchinson, has taken out the final race over... has gone up.